everybody, and welcome to Age of Warhammer. I'm Kalo, and today I'm here with Grohl.
Good to be here.
Nice one. And we're going to be doing a quick preview about Adepticon 2022 and discussing what we would like to see and also what we think will probably be shown. And then at the end of the video, I'll be announcing the winner for the competition that I had from last week, where somebody will win Kill Team Nachmund. So stay on and you'll be able to find out who won that. So to start with today then, Warhammer 40,000 has got to probably be where we will begin. My belief is that the Warhammer previews will probably be... we know Eldar's done for the time being. We know Tyrannids are coming soon, and we know that there's very little else coming for them. So I presume, for me personally, my belief is that we're going to probably be seeing something along the lines of Chaos. We've obviously seen the previews as well for the Imperial Knights, but that could also lead into maybe some Chaos Knights, because there's been a few rumours about that. Potentially, in my belief, I think it's going to be something to do with more around the Chaos side of things, and maybe some Imperial Knights. Now, my absolute favourite, and what I would love to see here, is another Primark. Obviously, another Primark is always the favourite thing that most people would want to see. But it was last year. Was it last year or the year before, or a couple of years before that? It was they did the Death Guard video, and at the end of that there was it just showed the scythe. Do you remember?
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
Yeah, and it just had the scythe, and there was just the buzz that, right, well, okay, so we know that Mortarion.
He's definitely coming.
We know Mortarion is coming. So I think that would be a really cool release, maybe to see a couple of axes, and it could be Angron, or a sword with a lion on it, and it could be the lion or something, or
a fist.
A fist, and it could be Rogal Dawn.
Yeah.
Anything really. A couple of wings, it could be Sanguinius. So I think that it would be really
a head rolling down a hill.
It could be Ferrus Manus. So I think that would be a really good. Would be really cool to see. What would you like to see?
I agree. A new Primark. I think Guilliman is. Even though obviously he is Guilliman, is incredible. I think it'll be good for him to have a bit of backup. He is basically a god amongst men at the moment, so having a peer, I think, is going to help a lot. Not only with the lore, but I mean on the gate on the actual tabletop, it's going to look incredible as well. I mean, one other thing that I would love to see would be maybe, I know, and it's not going to happen, I know, but Dark Mechanicum.
Definitely.
I've wanted some Dark Mechanicum for a long, long time, and I think if that does drop, then that's something that my bank account is going to suffer with. I mean, that would be in an ideal world. I don't think they're coming, but in an ideal world, that's what I'd like to see for 40k.
Probably more likely to see them in Horace Heresy, but as that's now kind of been brought into the mainstream of Games Workshop, there's a good chance that could be a dual release that comes at some point in the future. That would be really, really good to see the Dark Mechanicum. I suppose the other one that we could talk about is Imperial Guard. You know, there's been rumours of the Imperial Guard, and we know the Imperial Guard Codex can't be far away. There was that picture the other day of the spear with, was it a grenade on the end?
Like a grenade on the
grenade
point,
attached to it. Now that could very well be a setup for Rough Riders. But then again, that could actually equally be something to do with Necromunda, maybe, and the Ash Wastes. So
potentially. Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, I mean, more Krieg and everything would be good. Are they going to visit some of the other Imperial Guard regiments, which would be quite interesting as well? I think Guard would be another good one.
Well, what other codexes are there left? I think everything else is mostly done. I would presume there's going to be another Space Marine release this year. Maybe updating some of the supplements as well, because Guilliman is somewhat underwhelming now compared to everything else that's coming out. I'm from an era of gaming where the Primarks were so hard. It's but he's very underwhelming nowadays. So, but we've definitely got the two Knight Codexes. We have the Tyranids, which are on the cusp, and we've then got Imperial Guard. What other ones are there that's missing? Chaos, obviously.
Chaos,
yeah, and that I'm sure that's going to be a big release because that's why there's been such a big gap. So yeah,
they've done each of the gods, haven't they? Have they done?
Well, the Khorne and Slanesh haven't come out yet, obviously, but that's not what you meant. The Thousand Sons, they've just been redone last year with the Grey Knights, alongside the Grey Knights, do you remember?
Yeah.
And then Death Guard were actually one of the first ones, because obviously they fit in with the Plague Wars narrative. So, yeah, no. My money would go on that it's going to be more to do with the Knights, and there's going to be some glimpses of Chaos, and I'm hoping that there's going to be that big reveal of some sort of Primark, either a big slithery snake, or we're going to see a big angry two-axed man.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, again, yeah, if I was to put my money on it as well, I'd completely agree with you. I mean, Warhammer Community has been dropping hints, and with their recent posts, which obviously showed Knights, they put in it with portents of Chaos popping up all over the Imperium. So you'd like to think that Chaos would be dropping very, very soon, if not previewed tonight. So yeah, I would 100% agree with that.
Cool. Right, okay. Well, next up then, we'll take a look at the Horace heresy. I mean, with the Horace heresy, I think there's going to be a particular expectation around it at the moment, because there's been very few actual releases over the last few years. So we had Jagatai Khan. Now he was previewed, let's see, probably October time, and then released in December. In fact, it might have been actually September that he was previewed and released in September. Released in December. We've seen Kabanda, but that's basically the last two things that they've shown. Everyone's seen the potato camera images that are floated around the internet, and well, first of all, I've got to say we know nothing about that. We are under DUR with Games Workshop, but that's something that they have not discussed with us or shown us. So anything we say here is purely speculation. So, but we've seen those potential plastic kits. If I guess if I'm a betting man again, that's the sort of thing they'd be showing now, because that could potentially be the big summer release, which would be shown off now, and then released in 3 months, which takes us to June, and they usually have a big release in June. So that could be the release of the new rule set and the new sort of range of potential plastics. Heresy definitely needs some love at this moment in time, in my opinion. It was obviously a while back. It was as big, if not bigger, than 40k. In my opinion, they made the wrong decision of sticking with 7th edition. But you know, it's one of those things that I don't think they really knew what to do. And sadly, Alan Bligh passed it around the same time, and that really slowed everything down. But Heresy definitely needs that love again to kind of bring people back, not just back into it, but to kind of reignite it again.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I was heavily into Heresy, and I've not played it for a number of years, so seeing like a new box set or something might just be the thing that might get me back into it.
Book 5 was the last book that I remember getting. No, book 6. Book 7 I remember having a look at the rules in it, seeing how overpowered Magnus and Lehman Russ were, and I know they've been balanced since, but I just remember it being a real underwhelming sort of just like a smack to the face, really. I think that those rules were mostly geared up to go into 8th, and then I don't think we did. But yeah, anyway, so regardless, I think that we're going to see probably some of the plastics. They're going to have to show some of the plastics. Maybe if that image was true, maybe they'll show that off as well. And realistically, the only other big release they've got is to show the Emperor. But I mean, do they do that at Adepticon?
I'm really not sure. I'm not sure if they ever would do the Emperor though. Do you think? It's a tough one.
I don't know if they change the rules and make the rules a little bit different and stuff like that. Then they could definitely fit the Emperor in. I mean, bear in mind he struggled when he had that fight at Ullanor and Horace had to come and save him. Yeah. So he's not massively more powerful than a Primark. Basically on the tabletop, I presume they'll just dumb him down a little bit anyway. But yeah, no, I don't see. I can see that they could fit him in, especially if they raise the caps like they have in 8th and 9th edition, so you can have infinite wounds and whatnot now. You know, Warlord's got like 100 and something wounds or something, so they could always do something like that.
And I mean, people are gonna want to do the final battle, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
On the bridge with Horace.
Could you imagine a plastic vengeful spirit like diorama set?
So it reminds me of that very old one actually, but obviously much better than that.
Yeah, the Mike McVie made.
Yeah,
that was fantastic. That's still on display at Warhammer.
It is, yeah, still there.
Yeah, really good. So yeah,
I mean, the only other thing that I think maybe they could preview is another couple of characters, like because obviously there was those two that came out a little while ago. Yeah, maybe they could do another couple. Who they'd be, I wouldn't even hazard a guess, but
I'd love to see the painted count. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
that'd be really good. So yeah, no, I think especially as Terra's coming to the end now, I think that now would probably be the time that they released an Emperor model. I don't think it's going to happen today, but I think it can't be far away. I think the next thing, I guess, will be helping people build up some more plastic armies and stuff like that again. My hope is that they've upscaled the Marines a little bit, because they look a bit doofy now compared to Primaris. But yeah, and also some of the options as well, making them plastic completely would be really good. So that'd be my preference. So yeah, I think we're agreed then there that I think it's going to be we're just going to see maybe some plastics at most, or some characters really at least. I don't see anything.
I'm not sure
else.
what else, no.
But that again ties in with the 140,000. They could quite easily show off Angron, because Angron was obviously at the Siege of Terror as well. So if we're coming towards this Siege of Terror period for the Horace Heresy game, then that would be very, very, very cool. Yeah, in my opinion. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about the Horace Heresy?
No, I don't think so. I can't see anything else being released other than what we've already said. So
cool. But let's move to a couple of the smaller ones then. So we've got Warhammer Aegis Sigmar Underworld, which is Harrow Deep. Harrow Deep, and it's I think that's it's set in. I think the Harrow Deep is an area which is set underneath the ocean or something, and it's like a pirate cove. So I mean, to me that's quite cool. I think Aegis Sigmar.
It's a very nice setting. Yeah.
Yeah, Aegis Sigmar suffers from the very fantastical, but I think that is quite cool. And to see some pirate factions, even on small scale, would be very, very good. And I think the gang side of that would be really good. We've seen there was that ogre pirate who that was one of the nicest models I've ever seen them release. But if they could do like some dwarf pirates would be quite good. Maybe some elf pirates.
I think pretty much any race of pirates.
Would
be good.
No, that's fair enough.
Think of like greenskin pirates. The characters would just be amazing.
Yeah, that is the one thing that's really good about Warhammer Underworld. Although I don't really play it. Next up, Blood Bowl. Again, not really a lot too much to say about this. They've not really previewed anything. I mean, I know the last team I think they released was the Khorne. I think it was the plastic Khorne team. I think they've done the Nurgle team. So maybe it'd be Slanesh or Tzinch.
They've done that game, didn't they, where it's set in like the dungeons.
The dungeon, Dungeon Bowl. I honestly don't know. To be honest, I'm not really clued up with Blood Bowl, so again, it's probably best not to dwell too long on it. I think with Blood Bowl, I think it's probably going to be a new team. Maybe Slanesh, or maybe I don't know, Tzinch. So
anything, yeah.
Moving on then to let's talk about Aegis Sigmar. So Aegis Sigmar is it's doing quite well as far as I'm aware at the moment with the new 3rd edition, and the last armies they released were we had the Deepkin and the Fireslayer battle tomes recently. There were some new Gloomspite Gits, weren't there, of those guys with the long crossbows, which again I think they showed them again today. So I mean, what's next?
There was some new Nighthaunt as well.
Yeah. Sorry, not Gloomspite Gits. That's what I meant. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
I meant the
Nighthaunt.
Nighthaunt.
Yeah.
My bad. My apologies. So I mean, I guess the only thing to really speak about was those rumours that were dropped like last year, where they said there was going to be some an Empire release. Now, I think if Aegis Sigmar released an Empire faction or something like that, like the ones that were on the front of the 8 Lamentations novel, I'd be absolutely sold on them. I think I'd definitely jump in 2-footed to that. I think that they'd be really good.
Yeah, I think it's one thing that has been lacking is some human factions.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd level it a little bit. Like it kind of makes it easier to kind of understand and stuff. And I think that would be good. There was the rumours of the Chaos Dwarfs, a full ogre release. I mean, a new ogre kit would be lovely. What else? That's it, really, isn't it? Some more terrain. Always more terrain. Like some proper village terrain would be great.
Yeah.
Like the old stuff that they used to have. That could double up for some more time, because I'd love to do a bit more time again. I think that's it, really. They haven't really previewed anything for Aegis Sigmar for a long time, so I can't really comment on that.
I think whatever it is, we're probably going to be surprised.
Yes, well, it could be anything.
Yeah,
It could even be a boat.
Yeah.
Finally, then we'll come to Necromunda. Now, it's pretty obvious that Necromunda is going to be about this new Ash Waste, and I could not be more excited. I remember speaking to Andy Hoare about the Ash Wastes when they first released the new Necromunda, 4 or 5 years ago, and we discussed how cool it'd be to explore the Ash Waste, and he just, with that glint in the eye that he always has, was kind of like, yeah, you'll see. You'll see. And yeah, here it is. We've seen the video. The video was really good and alluded to that land train, which you've got to believe we're going to be seeing that tonight. And I think that they actually said as well. Was there an article the other day?
So in the one where they actually showed off the Nomad, they did see. Let me just scroll down. They did see. It says, we'll be seeing a lot more of these Wastelanders in the coming weeks, and you'll definitely want to join us for the Warhammer online preview at Adepticon for more reveals.
So they're not going to be there then?
No. Yeah, that's a curveball. No, they're obviously going to be there. Whether it's going to be just the Wastelands or whether they're... I don't know. I mean, would it be a separate game with this train?
I don't know.
I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm very interested though, because I love the setting.
So let's suggest what I would like to see. I'd like to see 2 different types of nomad gangs, not just the ones. Obviously one would be a different type to the other, but yeah, maybe 2 different aesthetics. The land train would be really cool, either as a piece of terrain or as a gaming feature, like you say, where maybe, I don't know, you've got to stop the train from leaving or something like that. But I guess what I would really, really like to see, and it sounds stupid, I'd love to see Games Workshop release some rocks, some scatter terrain of just some rocks that you could put down, because I know they're easy enough to make, but I just think that it's nice when it's plastic and it's and I can throw some extra money at Games Workshop, but I think that it's really nice when they're plastic and easy to store and really good quality. So I think that's something I'd really like to see. They could do like some dunes or some loads of rundown bits and bobs. Maybe the Riser ruins will fit into this as well, because they're part of the Frontier thing, aren't they? So, By the way, everyone, if you've made it this far and you've heard my stomach go a couple of times, I do apologise. It's because I am on a juice cleanse at the moment and my stomach is going crazy.
It's rebelling.
It is rebelling, so I do apologise. But yeah, so...
I mean, with this, I personally don't think we're going to get 2 gangs. I think you're going to get the Ash Waste Nomads, or whatever they're going to be called. Because I mean, in the article they allude that they are fighting normal gangers that have been hired to sort of protect the train. So I don't think you're going to get 2 new gangs. I think you're going to be using existing.
Well, was it Orlocks? Did they show Orlocks in the animation? They might have shown.
I cannot remember.
So maybe they'll put Orlocks in there, because Orlocks haven't been part of a starter set yet, have they? The first one was Goliath and Escher. Second one was Escher and Van Saar.
And you had the
no, not Van Saar. Escher and Delac, wasn't it? So yeah, we might see that it'll be the Orlocks.
It could be some different variants, maybe, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be a whole new gang. Maybe some, extra models to put in them. But
cool.
Yeah, that's what I think with that commander. But I'm very, very excited to that. Possibly more than actually no, 40k is definitely up there. But I think Necromunda will be is a close second for me.
Right. Well, there we go. All right, so guys, I think that's all we can really say about this. We don't obviously know. This is what we would like to see, and we're looking forward to the preview show. I probably will get up and watch it because I probably won't be able to sleep for excitement anyway. So yeah, I probably will get up and watch that. So yeah, let us know in the comments below what you're excited for. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe. We're a growing channel, and all of the likes and subscribes really helps with the algorithm. And we've achieved over 1,000 views, and I actually got a notification saying that they're gonna start bumping my video into other places. So it would be really cool to get some people to strike a like, really, and watch the videos. We have a lot more content coming up, and hopefully it's going to become a lot more consistent as well. So yeah, that'd be really nice if you can subscribe for us, and also follow me at Kalo_Rylanus on Instagram. I'll put the link in the thingy. And also, Grohl, you've recently joined Instagram.
I have, yeah. I'll put mine in the description as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you could give that a follow. I mean, there's really not much on there, but I am looking to use that a lot more in the future. So yeah, give that a follow, and you'll see all the stuff that I'm planning on posting soon. So yeah.
Brilliant. So I guess the last thing to do then is to show you all the to do the draw for the competition. So if you just bear with me, let's get that set up on my phone. Right, so here we go then. I'm just going to show you all the names that successfully completed the tasks to be entered into the draw. As you can see, the scrolling through there. I have this video as well that I can pop up onto, or I'll save this video so that I can pop it up onto Instagram as well in case there's any discrepancies. But without further ado, the winner is... Prussian Knight. Nice one. Okay, right, so Prussian Knight, I will get in contact with you in the next few days. I'll drop you a message on Instagram. So yeah, congratulations again, and stay fluffy, everybody. Thanks for watching the video, and I will speak to you soon.